Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather at noon.
Well, good Monday, everybody. Taylor Plott here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check on your forecast. Fantastic weather does continue not only today, but for the next several days. But our eyes are on what's going on towards the end of the week, specifically over the weekend, with our next storm system moving on in. It'll bring some more rain and some storms, and maybe even some strong storms as well. Have a look at that here coming up shortly. Let's dive into your forecast. First off, live look from our Arctic Air Skycam network showing abundant sunshine out there. I really haven't seen much of the way of any clouds. I know that there's a little bit of haze out there. I do know that some people are having some of those prescribed burns that are going on. And again, there could be some smoky skies for some areas, kind of see a little bit of some haze out there in the distance. But for the most part, we're looking absolutely fantastic today, and that will continue over the next several days. So look at live Viper radar right now. Absolutely nothing going on across the Tennessee Valley. We really won't be seeing anything on the radar until we get into the weekend with that storm system that I mentioned coming on through. Here's a look at the radar satellite composite. It is not this system. It's the one that's coming in behind it. This one will stall out off to our northwest before it moves on in. We might get some lingering cloud cover moving overhead from that system, but for the most part, we're just dealing with abundant sunshine for the majority of the southeastern United States today. And it's looking absolutely fantastic temperature-wise as well, because temperatures are still in the 70s for the most part. 76 in Huntsville, 74 in Athens, 72 in Waynesboro, 75 in Savannah. It is 76 in Florence. I know it's not 50 degrees down there in Russellville. It might have gotten down to 50 degrees this morning, but I guarantee you're in the 70s right now. A lot of places will be getting up into the upper 70s today, but there could be some lower 80s, specifically across northern Alabama. Abundant sunshine continues for the remainder of your day today. A little bit of a breeze out there out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe gusting up to 15 at times. Here are those high temperatures today, roughly right around 77 to 79 degrees across southern Tennessee today, across northern Alabama like Huntsville, Decatur, and the Shoals. You'll be clocking in the lower 80s later on today. Going into your evening forecast, the clear skies continue, so that will allow our temperatures to drop rather quickly, going from 72 degrees at 6 o'clock, 65 at 10, or at 8, and then 60 by the time we get into 10 p.m. this evening. Everybody dropping in to the 50s once again tonight. Maybe some of the typical cooler spots getting back down into the upper 40s, but as you see here, most places just bottoming out in the lower 50s. You notice the river here, there's a little bit of some yellow shading. The river's warmer, so that's going to keep the air temperatures close to the riverbank, or the kind of river area, generally in the middle 50s tonight. Going into the day tomorrow, we will see our temperatures rise back up into the upper 70s and lower 80s once again, with a lot of sunshine out there, a little bit of a breeze out of the northeast as well. Rain chances over the next several days are non-existent. Once we get into the weekend, though, things change. 20% for your afternoon and early evening hours for your Saturday. That goes up to 60% overnight, and then a 50-50 shot. Most of that for your Sunday is going to end up being in the morning as it looks right now. So this is the system that will be watching the chance for some stronger storms. So let's break it down with you. This is the GFS model, high pressure dominating the forecast as we get into your Thursday. By the time Friday rolls around, that area high pressure shifts off to the east. That allows the winds to come out of the south from the Gulf, and that's going to increase our moisture and keep increasing our temperatures as we go into your Friday and into your Saturday. So here's the cold front moving through during the day on Saturday, 1 o'clock. As it looks right now, we'll be watching showers and storms off to our west. Some of those could be strong or even severe. This moves through during the late evening and overnight hours going into your Sunday morning. By 4 a.m. on Sunday, at least from the GFS perspective, that line of showers and storms is now off to our east, and this is the cold front moving in behind it. That will probably have some showers with it, but I'm not expecting much of the way of storm activity with the actual front. So what we're watching with this, again, is the chance for some strong or even severe storms. The Storm Prediction Center does have a level 2 out of 5, that slight risk already outlined for areas to our west. Now, we do not have any outline here across the Tennessee Valley for Saturday or Sunday right now, but that could change in later outlooks. So the thing that we're watching right now is the signal in the model guidance and the fact that the Storm Prediction Center already has an outline to our west. Typically, that means we'll be dealing with some form of storm, some of which could be strong or even severe going into the day on Sunday morning at least. So right now we're watching that. The timing could kind of change from between now and then, but that's something we'll keep a close eye on. Quick check on the tropics. We do have Tropical Storm Lorenzo that is out in the eastern Atlantic right now. It's starting to get a little bit more healthier, but once we go into the next handful of days, it's really not going to be gaining too much strength as it looks right now. Currently, it is a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm, movement northwest at 16 miles per hour. That's something I've noticed over the past several storms. These things are moving rather quickly out there in the Atlantic. Pressure right now is at 1,002 millibars. It's going to track off towards the northeast, and notice it's going to maintain its strength for the next couple of days. But by the time we get into your Wednesday evening, we will start to see, at least from a forecasting perspective, should start to see some increasing in strength. And it could flirt with hurricane status. It becomes, at least peaks at a 70-mile-per-hour tropical storm. Category 1 hurricane starts at 75 miles per hour. So it's possible this could be a hurricane for a brief period. Then it turns towards the east and northeast. And what's going beyond this forecast cone, as you see here, is something that is very interesting in the model guidance, because there's a ridge of high pressure that actually develops to the south of Lorenzo by this point on Saturday. And there's model guidance that shows that it's going to kind of ride the northern part of that ridge, go back on the backside, and kind of make another loop. And if you actually look at the GFS model, it still has Lorenzo as a tropical system just meandering out in the Atlantic all the way out towards day 13 and 14. So this is something that could be interesting that we'll watch over the Atlantic. It won't be really impacting any land, I would think, specifically not the United States, but it could be possible that that system just kind of stays with us for a couple weeks out there in the Atlantic. So something interesting to keep a close eye on. Of course, what we're keeping a close eye on here in the Tennessee Valley is that 7-day forecast and the chance for some stronger storms Saturday night into Sunday morning. So keep checking back for the latest on that. Fred Gossage will be in at 5 p.m. to have another update on your forecast. Until then, I hope everybody has a fantastic Monday afternoon.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.